Hello and welcome to episode 71 of the Game Train podcast. I am Callan Davison and joining me here is Karl the Lyrical Smith.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
Hello. So, for those that are listening after we have done this, we are actually live doing this on Twitch. So there's going to be some viewer interaction coming through, which we'll probably refer to as we go through. So don't freak out that we've just gone friggin' wacko on the recorded podcast. But hey, so here we are. We're attempting to do this. I'm in Melbourne. He's in Brisbane. We've got all this set up. We don't know how this is going to go. This could fall over anytime. We actually don't know.
It really could.
But we're very excited about this to check this all out. Oh wow, and he's sucking on the beers as well while we're here too.
Well, you gotta chill.
Yeah. Joining us in chat is already Neil Napper and Wesley Cruz. Hello to you both. Thank you for joining us here this evening on this hilarious friggin' attempt at us doing this. The plan is to make this better eventually. This is our first real run at it, so just bear with us and we'll try and iron out the hiccups as we go. But how about, we go in what's in this episode. So we're going to be reviewing the new RPG from Obsidian, The Outer Worlds, which is really cool. We're going to be talking a little bit about Call of Duty Modern Warfare, little bit of Luigi's Mansion that we had a taste of.
Yes, yeah.
And, of course, we'll be going through the lame love hype trains, and hopefully some of our lovely chatters in here this evening will ask us some questions as well, and we can answer them towards the end of the show.
Oh, we're going to have some real passenger queries.
I know. It's very, very exciting. All right, so let's roll straight into that news.
All right. News jingle. Yep.
This is how organized we are. Don't worry, it will eventually be set up that we can just roll it on the fly, but right now...
We're just experimenting.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so what's happening in the news this week there, sir?
What is in the news? Well, like 5,000 games delayed. How about that? That's a bit of news.
Haven't the delays been horrible?
It started with Last of Us 2.
Yep.
And then Ubisoft jumped on and delayed everything.
Yep. Yeah.
What did they delay? They delayed 3 games, I believe it was?
Yeah, 3 games because of the controversy surrounding Ghost Recon that came out. The microtransactions, people were quite pissed off. And Ubisoft are like, we got to fix stuff. Which I think means they're going to remove all the microtransactions from those other games.
I think there was also an issue with the new Ghost Recon not having its own sort of identity as a game as well, and like not feeling like its own version of anything. It was kind of like, which is weird because a game that we're reviewing today is kind of the same thing, where there's got bits and pieces and elements of all kinds of games, but in a good way. Whereas the new Ubisoft, what is it? Ghost Recon.
Breakpoint, the one with the dude from The Walking Dead.
Well, that one's got like all these pieces of Ubisoft in it.
Yep.
Like, Division and Ubisoft Towers and Leveling Up and then Wildlands, but in a way that seems more like, I don't want to call it lazy because it's anything but lazy. I'm sure developing a game is always like hardcore, but it doesn't have its own identity and it feels like just the sum of all these different things.
Yeah.
But not in a cool, unique way. Whereas, what we're talking about later is doing the exact same thing while still having its own identity. So I think they're going to go work out and make sure that all their other games are like, oh, quick, let's make sure we didn't cut and paste everything.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good thing, but it's just, I'm sad that we have to wait longer for Watch Dogs.
Yeah, so am I. And then The Last of Us delay as well. And it was weird because it's only a couple of weeks out from when they actually announced the first release date. And it's like, why not just announce that release date and go, it's coming out in May, guys, and we all go, oh, that's cool. Rather than February, and we're like, yeah, and then it's coming out in May, and we're like, but you said 2 weeks ago.
And wasn't it like 2 years or more of like them revealing it, and that's how long we've waited for them to tell us what the release date is?
Yeah. So
and then finally they're like, ta-da! Oh wait, ta-da again.
Yeah. So what else is happening in the news that you have there, sir?
That I have here. That's
about it. Oh, good evening, Jeff Paul.
There's so much news, but I have not been. Because it's game release season, so my head, if I'm not like live gigging, my head is like right in all these actual games to be playing. There is that, man, I wish I had the details here. I should have opened that up before we started, except my priorities were in getting my beer. But there's that new Telstra Xbox deal.
Oh, so it's going to be a streaming Telstra Xbox deal thing that will allow us to do that whole streaming thing and, stream anywhere in your house onto your phone from your Xbox and all that. I think that's what it's going to allow.
Yeah, but I think you can actually buy the Xbox with it.
Okay. That's an interesting one. That's a big play from Microsoft here in Australia to do that. Now,
yeah, because they're doing something similar, or they have been for a while in the US, where you can like essentially rent to own it from retailers, but it's not like the dodgy kind where we do it here, and you rent to own, say, like a TV or a computer or a camera, and you end up paying like for a $2,000 camera, you pay $4,000 because you're doing so much interest and whatnot.
Yeah.
In the American one, you do 2 years of like 24 months of $19 a month to get an Xbox, but it also includes the Ultimate Game Pass, which is about $15 anyway.
Wow, that's pretty good.
So it's incredible.
I just want to add, I'm now on Ultimate Game Pass here because the PC's up and going, and it's been awesome.
Yes,
but
it is awesome.
Yes,
everyone should be on Ultimate Game Pass.
Yeah.
Everyone.
I don't know if there's much else news we've got here because we are friggin' horrible right now. Your dog's in the room. I can see it sitting there.
Yeah, well, it's your idea to freaking do this at Halloween. So there's people outside in crazy costumes doing all kinds of whatnot.
Are you freaking out? Oh,
Luigi Mansion's on at the same time.
Oh, Neo 2 has an official release date.
Yes.
So that is coming out the 13th of March 2020. So I'm excited about that. Should I do another stream with the exercises again, Carl? No.
You 100% should.
No.
That's a hard yes.
Nope. Yes, let's see what chat says. Oh, chat hasn't said anything. Okay, let's move on.
Nothing means yes. Nothing has always meant yes.
No. Dave.
Yeah.
Oh, did I just...
What have you done?
I don't know. I'm not going to touch things because I think something went up in the middle of the stream.
Let me just check. I'm double checking if we're still there.
Yeah. We're still here. Okay.
Oh, good. We're still.
Wesley Cruz is like, I'm still thinking of news myself. Yeah, that's pretty much the news.
I know, right? But no, there's like so much news, but we've just been so rubbish. Oh man,
we do games.
We do games. Yep.
I'm having a look now. Oh man, this is
Me too.
we are so good. Okay, yeah.
What do we got here?
Wow. Yep.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna at least open up my calendar because a lot of people may have missed a few things. Like, there's this whole bunch of games that came out like just this week and last week that I've completely missed, like After Party.
Oh yeah.
Creators of Oxenfree. So that's worth mentioning. I mean, it's not news; it's just games that are out. But these are games that might have gone like under the radar for you because you've been like playing COD or Outer Worlds or waiting for Luigi Mansion. But After Party is a massive one, and also that Aladdin and Lion King thing.
Yeah,
it's been used for a while, but it's out now. So if you want to jump in, have fun with nostalgia, enjoy yourself with Aladdin, or just see what a piece of shit Lion King actually was.
Oh, bull! That's still awesome. An amazing game. Stop it! All because it's too hard. The
music is so good. The Lion King soundtrack. So
here we go. Here's some news. Battlefield and Star Wars, Battlefield, Star Wars games are on the way.
Thanks, Callan. I'm so glad you're here.
I know.
At first, I was thinking where am I going to get all my knowledge and information from? And then suddenly,
dude, I'm just reading the headlines here. Calm down. Okay, and that's the news. All right. PlayStation Plus, Xbox Gold. Let's roll through that. So for November's
Fullard recommendation.
Yeah, Fullard recommendation. Wonder if he's here tonight. So Sony on PlayStation Plus, Neo and Outlast 2 are the two games there, which is quite a strong contender for the winner.
Yeah, it is a strong one, considering Xbox is, I have here on notes, 0 things.
Oh, no.
That's how interesting they look.
There is Sherlock Holmes, The Devil's Daughter, The Final Station, Star Wars Jedi Starfighter, and Joyride Turbo. So I think Sony wins by default here.
I don't know, because then there's Xbox Game
Pass. No. We've never included Xbox Game Pass in this. So
we have.
No, you get off.
Included for ages.
You get off my back, sir. Because that would downright win just about every month because new releases go straight to it. So
it's not my fault that Xbox has the best service.
It's always been Games with Gold versus PS Plus versus Nintendo Online. So since that first lot of Nintendo Online SNES games have been very quiet.
Yeah, they have. Except like Game Pass, you can't ignore it because that is in the same packet as Games with Gold now, especially with Game Pass Ultimate. So these are and it's like a monthly input. Like the thing is, they stay there forever. So it seems too OP. And the point is, PlayStation is doing really well.
Yeah, but then we might as well include PS Now in it as well.
We can, and they'll still lose because PS Now is a shitty.
See, Neil Napper agrees. PS Plus this month. Thank you, Neil.
All right, PS Plus this month.
Then we might as well put EA subscription on that, and then Ubisoft's as well. It just gets dumb.
Yeah, but if you have Games with Gold,
why don't we put Netflix on there as well? Because they got The Witcher coming.
Well, we should. Well, I mean, so Outer Worlds is like $70 or $80 on PlayStation, or it's $1 on Xbox if you don't have Game Pass yet.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's the full out recommendation for this month.
I give it to Game Pass. Because it doesn't count. You give it to which game?
Oh yeah. Someone's agreed with the whole Netflix thing here.
Yeah, Witcher.
Yeah, Witcher.
Well, Wizzy Crew, he knows what's up.
Yeah.
Wizzy Crew. I don't know how he has time to watch us. He should be too busy playing Tetris Effect. So, what do you reckon, Neo or Outlast 2?
Well, Neo, because I played a lot of that and it was awesome.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's worthy. You have some passion with that opinion.
Yeah, no,
really
it's great.
It.
It's very, very, very good.
Thank you. I'm sold.
Yes. So let's roll into the games we have been playing.
All right.
So straight into it. Final Fantasy 14. Boom. I've got it back up and running again. I'm so excited.
Wonderful. So nice.
No. But I've got a bit to talk about because 5.1 patch is just released.
Oh, right. Okay.
So I kept it out of news because I was going to talk about it here. 5.1's come out. It's got a new raid, a Nier Automata raid, which is cool.
Yes.
And then also they've done overhaul of a few classes, buffed, nerfs, and all that sort of stuff. And then the biggest change I noticed, because I've been doing a lot of this, is the crafting and gathering changes. They've streamlined a lot of it down, removed a lot of abilities, kept it a lot more simple, and buffed the XP for all your gathering and crafting, both.
Oh yeah,
so
I need that.
It's super easy now to level.
Yeah, good. That's good news for me because I'm so far behind in crafting. I've barely even touched it.
Well, there was this other turn-in I was doing because I told you about the normal daily turn-in where you make an item and then turn it in, and that's gone from like a couple 100,000 up to like a couple of million XP a turn-in.
That's a big jump.
And then there's another turn-in called collectibles, and you don't get that until 50 plus. And again, it was normally 100,000 a turn-in, and it went up to 500,000 a turn-in.
Wow.
And you can just churn that out as much as you want. Like
wow.
I sat there before and made like 5 items and went boom, 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 handed in 2.5 mil XP, leveled up.
Well, I mean, that is pretty cool.
Yeah, and people are jumping up and down online about it, going, oh, you ruined crafting. I don't care. It made it easy because I was having a real tough time with it at the high 50s, like a real tough time. Well, my Final Fantasy playing went to a halt. But yeah, so it was Final Fantasy 14, and then also I jumped on COD, new Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Oh yes, okay, good. Because my dog was just letting me know that he's full down with you talking about Final Fantasy 14. So
awesome.
Let's do some Modern Warfare.
Awesome. All right, so Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Now we had a Modern Warfare come out many years ago, but now they've done it again, put the same title out. It's confusing, but you know it's all good. We're back. You know, Call of Duty, yay. Hey, Rocket Mummy, how are you? And yeah, it's good. Like I've started the campaign, several missions in. It's really pretty looking. The missions are varied and interesting, so it's just not run and gun. There's like a bit of stealth involved sometimes. There's like guerrilla warfare and this other one. And my favorite one was actually just storming this airbase. That was a lot of fun.
Okay, is that in the campaign?
Campaign, yes, yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. So yes, and you go to a few different locales and all that. So I'm still getting through it, but so far I'm really enjoying it. It's like really solid.
Nice. I didn't get a chance to jump in. I was going to do it today, but my power cut out because someone ran into a box on our street, which was fun. And then I played Luigi Mansion.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I did want to check it out because I've got it here on PlayStation, which unfortunately is my only machine that doesn't do 4K in the house. But you played it on PC, yeah?
I did it on PC, yeah. So then I also jumped online.
Oh, you did some online.
I did.
Now we're talking.
Okay, what else have we been playing this month?
Wow, no. I want to hear about your online event. This I actually want to hear.
Well, I'm like, all right, we can do this. I've got this. I'm back on keyboard and mouse again. I'm confident. I ran out, dead. I'm like, this is cool. Ran out again, dead. Yep. But then I got a kill. I was like, okay, it's not so bad. Yeah, one kill. Yeah. Okay. No, but no, I've gone okay. I haven't been as bad as I thought I would be.
Right.
Because with the crossplay, you can actually see that you're up against PlayStations and Xboxes in the list going into the game. I'm like, half of them are PS and Xboxes. Have fun with my mouse aiming skills.
Oh my god! So they really do let you play against the consoles.
Yeah. So it's pure crossplay. Now I think you can opt out of that. For example, if you're playing on PlayStation, you could go, oh bugger that, I'm not playing against PC people.
Yes, as I would. Yep, correct.
So yeah, that was all pretty cool to check out. And then of course you mentioned Luigi's Mansion.
Yes, I did mention it. I jumped in today and played a little bit. I didn't go too far. It's literally still back behind me there. It's my first Luigi Mansion ever because I think were both the first two on handheld? No, one was on GameCube, right? Either way, I missed them both. But I just started playing now, and I only just got the vacuum, and I'm sort of figuring out the controllers. But man, that game is so super charming, and it's legit funny.
Yeah,
it's told in a really funny, charming way. It's really sort of like just typical Nintendo. Like nothing in it is offensive and violent and yucky. It's a real like family friendly thing. But it's not all just corny kid stuff. I was laughing out loud at some things, like when he tries to read the book in bed and he falls asleep immediately.
Yeah.
And just seeing all the like silly people dressed up as the concierge and things. But that aside, the actual gameplay, like when you first get that vacuum cleaner, I mean, I should have only expected it because it's Nintendo, but it was like super satisfying. I was just like collecting all the coins and like you can like collect all the rubbish all around you with the vacuum. And I haven't even seen a single ghost yet. I think I've played for half an hour or 40 minutes, just mucking around and looking all the rooms. So I'm really excited to see the different themed floors of the hotel.
Oh, yes. Yep.
I'm very keen.
So what you're enjoying so far is the sucking motion of it.
See, I purposely never even said that word one time. You like how I did that? I spoke about a vacuum.
What do you think vacuums do?
Well, they collect coins.
Oh, okay then. That's what you call it. But we'll go over that. Sweet.
I'm working on my spinning here, spinning the topic around there because I knew you were waiting. You were
I know. I was just I was like a coiled spring, just waiting to just bounce out.
Yeah, I could see it, and I like this is not my first rodeo, man.
you know exactly what I'm like. You know exactly what I'm like.
Waiting for me to say like I was just walking around sucking everything.
Yes.
There you go.
Oh, there we go. Oh, someone clip that. I'm trying to think of what else I played this week. I tried a bit of Concrete Genie just real quick.
Oh, yeah. I played heaps of Concrete Genie.
Oh, wow. I haven't.
Wow. Well, there we go.
I've done like my first painting, but that's about it.
Oh, man. Okay, apparently it's very short, so I don't think I have very long to go.
Oh.
I've collected a whole bunch of stuff. I did a whole stream on it somewhere on my Twitch thing somewhere.
Your Twitch thing?
Yeah, I'm very professional.
Yeah,
underscore lyrical. The underscore is silent.
Whoa. Hey, no shout-outs yet, sir.
Whoa! Yeah, I played a bit of, like quite a bit of that, and that game's awesome. That stop-motion animation is really cool. The puzzle solving with like the different monsters and like how it makes you feel creative without needing to be actually very good at drawing, but it's still it's not like click and the monster appears. You still feel responsible for creating the masterpieces.
Yeah,
like it's very beautifully done, and the story is actually a lot deeper than I thought it was going to be at first. Like there's all this kind of I thought you were just being chased by bullies, but And I don't know if it's too much of a spoiler, but there's a whole bunch of the different bullies there, and you have some sort of like magical insight when you touch them, or if they grab you. Like he looks into the life of one of them, and it shows like these really beautiful animations, kind of like the intro one. I don't know if you saw it, Callan, of like when you're first in that fishing village, and they had like the 2D animation, which is just beautiful. And they did a similar thing, like when one of the bullies grabs you and you see his home life and why he's a bully, and but it's all done in this like really cool,
there's a bit more to it than just being chased around a town, like what you
I think it's going to dive deeper into that, and it's going to really break through like the concept and what goes through these kids' minds, and how they ended up like that, and why they're actually bullying you. And I think it's a lot more than just this like 2D flat kind of bad versus good. And I think that's going to be a really cool thing to watch unfold, as well as all the like stunning visuals and beautiful art. So I think there's something really special there. So I can't wait to sort of jump in and finish all that.
Nice. Also, you tried Ring Fit. Mine's still in the box. Wow, I don't have it worse at the moment. Oh my god.
Jeez, Callan.
Yeah,
you have it all,
dude. I've had the whole new computer thing going and all that this last week, so it's.
That's true.
Yeah, that's been like my primary focus.
Well, yes, I tried Ring Fit, and it's actually super charming and quite effective. Like, I don't know if it's like, I don't know. Oh, look at this.
Rockamummy wants it as well.
Wants Ring Fit so much. Yeah. Well, actually, it's really satisfying. Again, it's very Nintendo, where everything just feels right because there's such a like a toyetic company where everything like scrolling through menus feels satisfying. So like using the actual peripheral that the Pilates ring or whatever it is they have slots into the Joy-Con like perfectly. It looks like it's like completely made for it. Very easy to navigate. You can like use the buttons to say like yes or no, or you can in the whole game, every menu system, you can like squeeze it in to say yes, or like stretch it to say no. So even when going through the menu, you're like working out, and it's actually kind of challenging.
Wow. Okay.
And then there's the whole game itself, where you run in like where you're standing to make your avatar run through the game, and it's all kind of on rails, but so you can't sort of choose which direction to go, kind of like an old school iOS game, where you're just running along a path. But it's really colorful and beautiful, and you can sort of aim different directions with the ring thing you're holding, and when you squeeze into it, it shoots like a wave of energy.
So how tight is the pushy push?
The pushy push.
Yeah.
Well, it's actually pretty.
I wasn't going to say how tight is the ring.
Well, you have now, Callan.
Someone don't clip that.
Let's try and get through this.
Yeah. Man, I tell you what, if Mrs. L was in the chat right now, we would have just copped it left, right, and center.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This is why I'm really, trying to keep my sentences well thought through before they fall out of my.
Yeah, it's okay. She's doing a tentacle time at the moment, so she can't come in.
Good. We are safe.
Yeah, we are very safe.
But so it is really cool. It's quite tough to push it in, but it kind of depends because you do your settings at the very start and choose. It says like squeeze it as hard as you can and pull it and see how strong you are. And then so if you were like a younger sort of kid or something trying to play the game, it's the same. It doesn't change in how like sensitive it is or how strong it is, but you don't have to push in as far. If you're like a Callan, just control yourself, mate.
Just push it in that far and off we go. Ring fit.
Wow. Okay.
Mexico, we have mentioned Luigi's Mansion already. You missed that bit. Sorry.
Oh, don't worry. It was
Carl's
ages ago,
Carl's just talking about pushing and stretching the ring from Ring Fit.
Jesus, come on. This is too easy, Callan.
I know.
Anyway, I can't wait for you to send this to Nintendo and thank them for our time to listen through. Yeah.
This podcast doesn't sound right. Ooh, like our audio or our topics we're talking about now?
Because one's very important and one we don't really care that much. Well, yes. The adventure is really cool. And it's kind of, I'm very happy to say that it is as satisfying and as fun as the trailers looked.
Okay.
It wasn't one of those things where you pull it out, oh God, and you try and play the thing. and it's just not as satisfying as it looked. I want to move on now.
How are your squats?
They're pretty good, actually.
Oh,
Thank you.
Neil says the sound's fine. I think it's topic.
Yes.
So let's roll on. So that's pretty much what we have been playing this last bit since post-PAX.
Yes, post-PAX.
Post-PAX. So I guess we should roll into our shout-outs, which I don't actually know if we got much. So let's shout out the chat that's here right now with us.
Hello, chat.
Hello,
you guys are awesome.
Hello, Messica, Neil, Rocker Mummy, Dav Paul, Wezzy Cruz. Thank you all for jumping in and joining us. We're giving you a little shout out there on the podcast.
And for those of you listening afterwards on our other podcast places like on iTunes or Podbean in the future, just know that if this goes well, which I think it will because it looks like everything's working, you too can jump in live and heckle or support. I know which one I'd choose, and have a shout out and stuff. But we don't have set dates when we do it, but just follow us and, you can see the notification of when we're going to do it.
It's those things with our lives when we can get that moment to be able to do this because...
Exactly.
If we set
it's
out,
usually every 2 weeks.
Yeah, or it could even be weekly.
Yes, but
depending.
For those listening at home, after the fact.
No problem. Yeah. Sorry, keep going.
All good. Just jump on to twitch.tv/GameTrain or I'll even host it on twitch.tv/the_lyrical. Either way, you can watch it. If you get our, if you follow us, there'll always be a notification.
Yeah.
And that'll tell you like this is a live podcast, just so you don't jump on and it's just Neil Callan sitting there playing Final Fantasy 14.
Or me playing the guitar, thank you, sir.
Or Callan playing guitar.
All right. I think it's almost review time on the Outer Worlds.
Well, nearly, but because this is the actual official shout out section of it, one business I do want to shout out.
Oh, your VR place.
Generosity.
Oh.
And these guys are just legends. I don't know if you've followed what we've been up to lately, but they do sort of like guerrilla pop-up charities, usually in the form of live streaming, and all of the money they collect goes towards a selected charity, and the one they did for PAX was for Cure Cancer Foundation. They've done all kinds of different ones before, but this year during PAX we all raised over $40,000.
Yeah.
And like the dream goal was 20,000. So it was really amazing. These guys have just done like incredible things. And I just wanted to make sure that we shout them out in our shout out because we're now kind of hanging out with them and doing a lot of work with them.
I think we're actually now part of the Generosity team. So we're technically shouting ourselves out.
Yeah, I think so. And I think freaking what the hell? It's probably one of the proudest things I've been part of ever. So kudos to those guys and kudos to us. We are part of those guys.
So how we just got roped in and we're there now. We're there.
Yeah, and it's just wonderful. If you guys follow them and check them out and ever see that they're ever up to something or doing an event, which is usually only like once every 6 months, they do a really special sort of one-off. And these guys are just like chaos and craziness, and like unpredictability, but always towards a good cause and positivity. So Generosity. Bam.
Boom. All right. Let's. Do you want to shout out the VR place because you got a freebie there?
Yeah. I'm actually probably going to check it out on Saturday. But also Zero Latency, which they have a lot of sort of spots all around Australia and around the world. But they're just opening a new one in the Gold Coast, which I think they're aiming to open early next month.
Yep.
I think they are kind of open now, but it's only been a soft open. So look out for them. Zero Latency at Gold Coast. It's kind of like if you haven't seen it before, it's kind of like this VR. I don't even know how to use it. Kind of like you have it on like a wireless backpack. So you're not just stuck to cables and stuff, and you're running around with a team, and it's kind of more PvE than PvP. You're not versing each other. You're like fighting groups of zombies or different kind of game setups inside a really, really big warehouse.
Yep.
And it looks super fun. I haven't jumped in myself, so I can't actually explain how it rolls, but I'm very excited too. Hopefully this Saturday I'm jumping in.
Awesome.
And checking it out.
Are you going to do a follow-up to your on-the-platform interview? Because you did an on-the-platform interview with some of the guys there the other week.
I did with Tristan, one of the founders of ultimate virtual reality, which is his own sort of connected business that he's joining onto zero latency. So there's the like proper zero latency, and then next to it, these guys, the ultimate virtual reality crew, have their own like crazy things that they build in-house. They've got a game developer and an engineer who makes like these crazy, instead of just wearing goggles, there's ones where they like hang you off a harness, and that's you like skydiving, and they're blowing wind at you and stuff. Or there's like proper racing cars, but you're like lifted up into this full forklift height thing, and they're like throwing you around while you're racing the car. It's like intense. But yeah, hopefully I will do a follow-up interview when they're further along. I did one when it was still like just construction all around and like just concepts everywhere. So now I think it's nearly finished. I will let you know if I jump in there.
Speaking of the On the Platform podcast, which is our side project, which is our like interview podcast where we've interviewed several people. We've only got a few of them, but I've got a special one coming out in a couple of weeks. I'm sitting down with some cosplayers and interviewing them about their journey and how they got into the cosplay world and all that sort of stuff. So I'll reveal more later on, but yeah, just a little sneak bit of info on that.
True that. Anamana
is here. Hello, Anamana. Hey, hello.
Yeah, it's just as awesome for us to see it live. It's really, really strange, and we hope things don't start lighting on fire. Yeah, feels very generosity here. You know what I mean?
It does. It does.
It's gonna work.
There's a lot we got sort of planned for this, but we wanted to see if we could get through this first before we started adding extras in. Should we roll into that review, the thing that we do every episode?
Yeah. Try to take over the world. Yeah. First, just excuse me, please. If anyone is watching, do your very best not to judge my little shortsies. But my dog is begging to be let out of my room over there.
Okay.
So I have to go and let him out. And I'm just looking so gangster right now.
That's cool. No, don't worry, I'll distract him.
Okay.
All right, everyone, look at my screen. Hey, I got a guitar, and he's walking away. Look at the shorts. Look at his shorts. This is just the interlude music. Welcome back, sir. No one saw a thing.
Right, I'm back.
Yeah, no one saw anything. It's all good.
Oh, good. Thank you.
It's all good. All right, let's roll into that review. So we are reviewing this week The Outer Worlds.
Yes.
Which is, this is where we'd love to have the trailer pop up on the screen, but we don't have that yet.
Thank you, Rocco Mummy. That's for you. She loved the dance.
Oh, yes. Yeah, so Outer Worlds is this new open worldish sci-fi. Oh my God,
open worldish sci-fi, right? It's like an RPG space game from the creators of Fallout, Obsidian, right? And these are the devs behind Fallout New Vegas as well for the more recent version. But they're the guys behind like the concept of Fallout in general. So I've been so hyped and so looking forward to this game.
Yeah, it's a first-person FPS, like in the vein of Fallout. So we'll keep comparing it to that because really, at the end of the day, if you take Fallout, BioShock, Mass Effect, put them in a blender, out the other side comes the Outer Worlds. It's the easiest way to explain it.
And it's not the thing that they're taken out of Fallout is it's not quite an open world this time, which is why it's a lot more like the Mass Effect thing. So it's, in describing like just the basic concept of this game, it's like Fallout, but with like little hubs everywhere.
Yeah.
Jumping from sort of planet to planet and doing different missions. Still very much a very similar feeling, but a lot more like how Mass Effect, where you went into specific planets and did a bunch of things for people from that planet, and they'd send you back and forth. So yeah, an adventure game. So it's so weird to have an Obsidian game that's like in the vein of Fallout, that's not just a complete crazy open world.
Yeah. Well, the story is that you pretty much wake up from like cryo sleep. You meet Rick Sanchez.
Yeah, you meet Rick Sanchez.
From
Rick and Morty.
Yeah, pretty much he's like Rick Sanchez, but you meet.
What's his actual name? Phineas.
Phineas. And then he's all like, "Hey, go get me some stuff because I can wake like everyone else up here and make them all better." So then you just get sent down to a planet and off you go, and you can pretty much do whatever you want. So you and I have had such a different experience on this game; it's not even funny.
Yeah, for example, I've had a good one.
I have not had a good one. So there's choices you make in the game. So you go meet NPCs, you talk to them, you get a bunch of dialogue choices. Depending on your choices, different things happen in the story, so on and so forth. There was this one bit that I did this on, and I walked back into this other town later on, and they all just started shooting at me. And I'm like, I don't know what I've done here. So I took out the entire town. And then,
Wow, that's not how to deal with the problem, Callan.
well, I didn't know how to fix it. So I was just like, well, you shoot at me, I shoot at you. And then
Did
Carl,
you kill any chickens?
yeah.
That's where you went wrong. Have you never played Ocarina of Time? You don't mess with the chickens.
Yeah. So there's a bit of that going on. You can side with different factions, kind of thing. Build up reps with different people. Other people will turn against you. You can play the good guy. You can play the bad guy. You can play the smart ass. You can
Yes.
play a bit of. You can play a bit of everything.
Yeah, yeah, and that's that sort of Fallout vibe, and then the Mass Effect vibe, which I don't know where it came from because these guys aren't BioWare, but it's so much there. Like you can get different crew members for your ship, and you can choose which ones to take out with you every time you go to a different planet or section, and then you can help those guys by doing their specific sort of companion quests and learn more about them and unlock abilities for them.
Pluck the chicken. Dav Paul said pluck the chicken.
Wow,
Whoa.
that's very interesting.
Yep.
I've lost my train of thought now because I was so impressed by how enthralled and listening you were, Callan.
I legit glanced to my right as a new message popped up on the Twitch chat here.
And you had to double check because when you look at pluck the chicken really quickly, it looks different. I understand. Paul,
so
stop being a troublemaker.
You can get through situations a variety of ways. You can persuade people, you can lie to people, you can shoot your way out. And I felt the shooting combat's actually really solid in this game.
Yeah, well, as far as that Fallout style of shooting goes, I mean, it's no like Overwatch or Call of Duty, but as far as a sort of like big RPG adventure, it does feel a lot more solid than I'm used to because it's not sort of like a flimsy, which, you know, it can be a lot in the Fallout games. So that was nice. And all the weapons do work very differently. And the science weapons are really fun and different, and they do crazy things. That's a lot of fun as well.
And then you can upgrade all your weapons throughout the game or just find new ones. Same with your equipment and all that. And then
I've loved the streamlining concept. So
that's a
like
big
Fallout.
word for this, streamlined. It's like a streamlined Fallout. Everything's so much more simple.
There you go. It is. And it's like, it's all there. Like you can get an outfit and then you can sort of upgrade it and add, you know, make yourself faster or more resistant to different elements and blah, blah, blah. And then you can add like maybe 5 tech points or 5 sneaky points to your helmet or intelligence points to your outfit. Whereas in the Fallout games, you could do like your left arm and your right arm and your left leg and your right leg and your body and your helmet and then the underwear and your overwear and then you could add all that stuff I was talking about, you know, like +5 stealth and plus to all like, you know, 6 or 7 or 8 different pieces of equipment. So the concept is still there in this, but it's just helmet, outfit. And then you're like, cool, that's my stealth outfit. That's my tech outfit. And that's my engineering outfit. Simple.
Yeah.
Which, you know, but it's not like too simple because you can still have outfits on every person. It's just not overwhelming. Like, you know, it depends what you're into. And if you want to really dive in there and get lost in this one single RPG, then, you know, doing the nuance of every piece of outfit and every piece of your weapon might be something you're into. But in a game like this, they're really trying to like push the replayability, I think, while still giving you those many options to try different things. So I think that's really cool and very different.
Yeah.
And kind of bold.
And then even the skill system is like really trimmed down as well. That, sorry, you can pretty much just drop 10 points up to 50 into like 3 different skills at once and just push them all up, etc.
Yeah.
And then every 2 levels you get a perk. And in Fallout, a big thing of it was that you might get a perk, but then there might be something bad that you get off the side or whatever. While in this, every now and then, they call it is it a fault?
A flaw.
A flaw. So every now and then you get the option, like let's say you're getting smashed by radiation. you can choose to take extra radiation damage or plasma damage in this, and get a new perk point, or just say no. I don't want the fault.
Yeah, and all kinds of things like falling off from heights, or I got a lot of acid in my eyes, so they're like, you keep getting eye damage. Do you want to be half blind and we'll give you a perk? And I was like, no, I'm gonna go ahead and say no to that.
Yeah, that's a rough one. Like there was one where I kept eating food. It's like, do you want to have like some sort of addiction and have your stats lowered? I'm like, no.
Yeah, they offer you a perk, but I keep thinking of it like, I'm gonna reject the perk and make it in my mind like I got a perk that makes me not need to do that.
Yeah,
cool,
yeah.
But maybe in my next playthrough, I'm gonna.
I accepted one
and take it all.
I accepted one, where it was like just extra. I think plasma damage. I copped it. I'm like, I'll take the extra damage because I'm surviving pretty well at the moment. I'll take the extra perk point. So I've done one, but I don't think I'll take many more.
Okay, good. That's very good. I don't want to get into that sentence anymore, but yeah, okay. So let me see. I'm trying to see like any bad points. It was hard taking notes.
I guess the graphics and stuff are a little dated. You could say that compared to other games.
Yeah, but it's not the 20-year-old engine that Fallout.
No, because you can climb ladders.
Using. You can climb ladders, and it is a better, nicer looking engine.
Yeah,
there is still like that uncanny valley thing.
Yeah,
where the people are like, "Hi, I would really much like to help you," and they're not really looking at you. That thing's still there, but like it does look a lot more solid, and the lighting looks great, and the textures are awesome, and like the worlds. Every time you open the door of your ship and you've landed to a new world, especially there's one that's like on an asteroid or something.
Yeah, I've been up there. Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Really, really cool. So that's nice.
So, what would you give this if you're going to score the game right now?
See, now this one, I put in a note here that I really feel like I would love to at least finish one playthrough and then maybe even start another to be able to actually give it a score, because I want to see what it feels like as a whole, because it's not very long. It's not like 150 to 200 200-hour epic.
Score the game, Carl.
30 hours. So, sorry, boss. Anyway, so far I'd give it like an 8.5 with my enjoyment for now.
Okay.
But in my next episode, I want to give it an official score of what I really feel, whether that goes up or down after I've finished at least one playthrough.
Yep.
Because this game deserves it. So,
I'm probably going to give it an 8.9. I'm really liking it. So it's really enjoyable. Nice. I love those types of games. They're really fun. And I've gotten right into it, even though I'm playing it on hard and you're playing it on normal.
Are you using that F5 button to save whenever you want, save state style?
Yeah, it doesn't matter though, because you can do that.
I'm just asking.
You can do that on Xbox too. You can pause it and hit save, mate. Come on.
I asked the question. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but I can still get like two-shot at times. So.
My goodness, I just asked a question.
I don't think you've ever played a game on hard in your life.
Oh my God, I don't know what to do. I just asked the question. I feel
Yeah. We've had a few debates over the last week about this game. He thinks I'm speed running it. I'm just saying I'm playing it with flair.
Playing it with flair. And then I said, like, do you like Ellie better or the Vicar? And he's like, Ellie? Who's the Vicar?
Sorry, guys. Not everyone has to play on hard. No, that's true, Rocket Mummy. I just like to stir Kyle up about this sort of stuff.
Yeah, that's true. And he is rushing, so he needed to do hard to kind of just help him slow down a little bit. Because
I'm playing it with flair, so I have gone back and gotten Ellie and the Vicar. Thank you very much.
And when did you get Sam?
Who's Sam?
Oh my God! Do you not have Sam yet?
No.
Do you know where Sam is?
No.
Sam's on your ship and has been the whole time.
Where? What, a stowaway?
No, it's just there in the like clear as day. If you just like look around. Oh, it's good though.
Oh gosh.
Anyway.
Wow. Yeah. So I guess we'll keep rolling on here as we do. And that was the Outer Worlds review.
That's good though. And that was Outer Worlds. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah. Okay. So let's roll into. I reckon the chatter questions. Let's get the chatters to ask us some random questions quickly.
Yes, I wish one of the questions was, "Have you got Sam yet?"
So chat, throw a question our way.
Anything, ask anything. Doesn't even have to be game related. It can be like, "Hey, Callan, how come you have no game posters on your wall back there?"
Dude, I've got the Eiffel. Damn it, got the Eiffel Tower.
How's your pointing? I've learned my pointing really good. Check it out. Ready? Tomb Raider and books.
Wizzy Cruz, should I be purchasing Death Stranding? I'll say yes because Kojima has a very good track record, and off that track record, I'd say yes.
I'm not going to say a hard yes because first I want to ask, do you really like racing games? Because on the same day, Need for Speed Heat comes out, and it just depends what you're into. On that very same day, I think it could be a really fun racing game. But, you know, then again, if you are into anything that's Metal Gear Solid style, then skip Need for Speed and go with the Death Stranding.
Yep. Yoshi, I see back there. You got Yoshi back there, Carl.
Where's Yoshi? Yoshi. Yes. Oh, maybe they're talking about your house. Do you have a Yoshi? Yeah, you do. Move your head to your right. Other way. Is there a Yoshi there?
No, you're looking like Goku. Oh, here we go. Rockamummy. Pokemon or Jedi Fallen Order? Obviously,
Jedi
Pokemon.
Jedi Fallen Order.
Pokemon.
Jedi.
Pokemon.
Star Wars Arkham Asylum.
Pokemon.
No, nobody wants to play
it's an English region. It's the English region, bro.
It's a PlayStation 2 game.
Ugh.
I'm gonna hold out on Need for Speed until it's been out a moment. I haven't seen any gameplay.
Pokémon dos.
Poco no los dos. Poco no los dos. Rockamummy says, Porco no los dos. The Destiny 2 Shadowkeep.
Man, we are so behind on Destiny, aren't we? We're back at...
Where are we? Actually,
even on that.
Well, if you want to know anything about jumping back into Destiny, which I do, guys in chat, follow Anamana AU and check out some of his YouTube videos. And those listening at home, look up Anamana AU on Twitch and then through there find his YouTube videos, because I don't know what his name is in YouTube, but he actually helps beginners and talks you through getting back into it. And I think Destiny 2 Shadowkeep is apparently a really good place to jump back in if you've haven't touched anything in it for a while, and if Cade 6 is alive and well in your playthrough, aka me, you know, maybe jump in there, because I saw Anamana doing a bit of a stream the other day on Destiny, and I forgot, and I don't know why, but I forgot how amazingly satisfying that gameplay looks. Like, when you say Outer Worlds feels satisfying as a first-person shooter, do not play Destiny 2 just before it.
Yeah.
Because that game is a masterclass of satisfying shooting.
Nice. Thank you.
And it's free to play now.
Oh, yeah, that's even better.
Something off the top of my head I remembered that I didn't see from the chat at all, just because I'm so knowledgeable.
Should we roll into the trains then?
We should. Well, do we have any more questions before we roll in?
Okay, one more quick question before we roll into the trains. Oh, all right. Here we go. I loved Final Fantasy 15. Is Final Fantasy 14 really that good? Yes.
Is Final Fantasy 14 really that good? Yes, it is. If you can have a friend in there with you, it's even better. But having said that, for an MMORPG, it's actually brilliant even on your own. And the community is one of the best I've ever come across.
Yeah.
In that kind of situation, and they will help you with so much stuff. The only downside is waiting for dungeons.
Best MMO I've played since the early World of Warcraft days of World of Warcraft, Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King. Hands down. It's up there.
There you go.
Yeah. The story at the start isn't too great for a Final Fantasy game, but it does pick up at the end of The Realm Reborn and just keeps going up. People said that to me. I was like, nah, you're full of it. When I got to that bit, I was just like, oh my God.
Some of the writing is like the best of all of the Final Fantasies. And like Anamana has just said, it's got so much stuff from the whole series. Like you fight like so many of the summons. There's so many of throwbacks.
Yeah,
and
chocobos. You can get a squall costume, a cloud costume.
Wedge and Biggs are there.
Yeah.
Sid's there.
Yeah.
You know, like all the Final Fantasy. If you're a fan of, you know, kind of any of the Final Fantasies, jumping into this just feels right. Like there's so much more.
Oh, and the music as well.
Is excellent.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's a big yes on that one.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll start slowly wrapping this up.
Yes.
Should we go through before the trains where people can find us everywhere?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, all right.
Let's do that.
So before we hit the trains right at the end of the episode, we will go through where you can find us. So as always, you can find a podcast on Podbean, iTunes, Spotify, all that. Look up Game Train Podcast. We're floating around there. You can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/Game Train Podcast. We are on Instagram at Game Train Podcast. We're on Twitter at Game Train Talk. You're also on Twitter at _ lyrical something.
Wow, thank you.
Well, I don't know.
On Twitter, I'm _lyrical_.
Yep,
yeah.
The worst over here. And then also, obviously, on Twitch, we're on there right now. But for those that aren't watching, you can find us, or you can find me or Carl at Game Train Twitch. That's normally me on there. Carl has his own Twitch, which is
twitch.tv/the_lyrical.
That's right. And then, we jump on here together on the Game Train one to do the podcast, which we're doing right now, which is really, really cool and interesting.
That's it.
That's it. So, that's where you can find us and all that. You know, drop by Facebook, whatever, send us a question or query. We'll try and answer it. And, all right, let's roll into those trains, sir, the final train. So for those that haven't listened to Game Train before, at the end of every episode, we like to talk our lame, love, and hype trains. The lame being something you haven't really enjoyed lately. The love, obviously, something you've enjoyed. And the hype train is something you're looking forward to. So we're going to kick off with the lame train.
Mine's pretty simple, and it's very genuine, but no one seems to take me seriously. But it's...
No, we don't.
It's Callan's White Wall. It hurts me. And I've been talking to Callan about it for nearly like a year now.
Dude, look at the bookcase there. Look at this. It's got Goku there, man. Goku's there.
Is that a Pepsi, bro?
Hey.
We have visitors. There's people here.
Yep.
Okay, you're inviting people into your home.
It's Pepsi Max.
Half an Eiffel Tower there.
It's Pepsi Max, by the way.
Oh, well, it's a Pepsi. I full nailed it. I mean, at least you moved the Ajax from earlier. So, well done. Why's up that wall? See, where's he cruise? That's what it is.
Yeah. Nice lame train. Mine is patching Final Fantasy 14.
Oh, right.
So for some reason, on my old computer, it all worked fine, but the new one, it wasn't patching properly. So instead, I had a lot of issues. I was changing DNSs. I was restarting the router of the computer, all that sort of stuff. Nothing would work. So I instead copied it over onto my new computer through my external hard drive, and then it worked perfectly straight up. All my old settings were there easy. But then the new patch came out the other day. I had the same error again, but this time I changed my DNS to fix it, and I noticed a bunch of people have been having the same issue online. It's a weird thing with some Australian ISPs connecting there just for the patch data. Everything else works fine, but for some reason, every now and then, it just messes up. So if you are listening to this and you do get those strange error messages when you are trying to update the game, change your DNS settings to a different DNS, or if that doesn't work, get a VPN and download it that way, and then get rid of the VPN.
So you lost me at VPN, DNS, ISP, XIV.
Yep. Yep. But that is my lame train. The other one was the computer store that wouldn't take any of my cards.
Right. Yep.
That was a pain in the ass. So I go in there to buy a new computer, use the card, didn't work. I'm like, okay, I'll try again. Didn't work. I'm like, cool. I've got another card here. Didn't work. Ended up having to go into their website, pay through there. My two cards didn't work there. Then I rang up mum and dad. I'm like, I'm having big issues. They're like, try ours. Both of theirs didn't work. And then I went to the computer guy and went, hey, tried several cards here, sir. None of them were working. He's like, obviously it's your fault. I'm like, how is this my fault? None of them are working. So instead I had to go to the bank and then do a manual withdrawal, trot back there with a couple of grand on the old envelope there and hand it over. Then they proceeded to triple, quadruple, quintuple check it. And I'm just like, I've legit walked from the bank. I know, hands down, that's the exact amount of money.
Oh, man. That's such an old school issue.
It was such an old school weird issue to go through. But yeah, that was my lames for this week. How about we roll into the love train?
Well, my love train's been very simple, and it's been something that I've really only experienced. I guess this is what we're talking about post-PAX till now. And for me, it's the streaming community on Twitch that we've been lucky to be a part of. So not just our own ones, but we've really been a lot more active than others. Like Anamana right here, been jumping in and hanging out with him a little bit, and Fazzy and Luna Tuna and Miss Lalante. Like there's just been a whole bunch of legends just out there that we got to meet, you know, during Generosity, and actually coming back home after everything settled down, and, you know, like kind of moving on from like all in the moment and having a big party at a penthouse with beers everywhere and a double bed in the living room. Now that you're back home and it all kind of comes back to real life, you get to be like, all right, who are these people I've met and what do they actually do in day to day? And, you know, and it turns out most of them are just as awesome as they were when you meet them, when they're just hanging out in their streams. Like it's a lot of fun to be in there, and the community's in the chat. You guys here today, but some of these other dudes, like their chats are just full of such awesome, positive people. So you're being entertained twice, once by whatever's happening in the stream and whoever's talking to you, and twice by the community in there. And they're all just like awesome. Look at this.
I appreciate you a lot. It's really nice.
I can't even handle you. You're too wonderful. This guy and his partner just checking out the stream and chilling out in bed one night while I'm serenading with guitar. Like this can only happen in Twitch, and that is definitely my love train.
Very cool.
What is yours?
Mine is getting a new computer, finally. Finally getting a new computer. So I hadn't bought a new computer since 2011, 2012, around there. And my old computer was on its last legs. And it's been so nice to get a new computer, actually play modern games on it, and actually be able to do this now. I couldn't do this on my old computer. It just would fall over all the time. That's why I stopped streaming last year, because it would just crash on me constantly. So that's my love train. Is finally getting around to getting a new computer.
That is a good one. That does feel good. Getting a new computer is kind of like, it's a low-key version of you get to choose when your next gen happens. Like it's like a new console.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's just
compared
open up
to your last one.
It's just open up the opportunities, you know, and all that, and now being able to do this here with you, which we've talked about for a couple of years now, and we've never really been able to do this, and now we're actually giving this a go. It's really cool.
It is really cool. Feels nice.
It does feel nice. Yeah.
You got a good setup over there, Callan.
Yeah, thank you.
Pretty looking Twitch setup. Very nice.
Yep. And Rocket Mummy says Twitch fam is the best fam. It is, Rocket Mummy. I enjoy your late night streams there. They're really nice at the end of the day. So thank you for those.
Rocket Mummy.
I didn't get to meet her at PAX, sadly though, but hopefully next time.
Oh, next time for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Man, PAX fam is going to be so big.
PAX fam's the best fam.
I just don't care about Christmas anymore. I'm just like, bring on October.
Exactly.
Because of Callan's birthday and stuff.
Yeah, actually, that's my lame train. You forgot my goddamn birthday. You forgot my birthday. I'm getting all these messages in the big group chat. Everyone's messaged me happy birthday. Crickets.
Didn't get any
crickets from you. It was disgusting. It was disgusting.
I said it before midnight. Jesus Christ.
Oh, man. You were the lame train, man. You were the worst lame train. Horrible.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, Messica.
Yeah, and Amanda was there at my birthday minutes on Twitch, man. And you weren't.
Oh, I was gigging. I did 9 hours of singing.
Oh,
you know what that feels like?
I did 9 hours of singing to an audience. Oh, no.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, my gosh. Okay. Before this escalates, let's roll into the hype train.
Well, first I want to read here. Messica says your streams, both of you, gets me through 3 kids, work, and so much more. And that's pretty magic.
That is pretty magic. Thank you, Messica.
And then she said something else, but I can't really read it. It's not very clear.
Oh, wow, you broke his heart, Carl, yeah. So hype train. So what are you hyped about?
Hype train. You know, I'm actually very, very hype about Need for Speed Heat and being able to stream it on here. Like,
Okay, is this because you loved Underground so much back in 2003 when we used to play
And-
that in your garage? You can't remember, though. You can't remember. You're the worst.
I remember playing it. I just don't
I was
remember-
there with you.
I can't believe it. Why were you there?
I used to go there all the time. We'd play Grand Theft Auto, and one night we had Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas, and Halo 2 on 2 monitors in the garage there. And I don't know if it was Chad or Melvick. I can't remember. One of them was there playing Halo 2, and you're like, oh, that's my little bro just playing some Halo 2. And then you and I were playing some San Andreas, and other time went down, we're playing some Underground 2, and
Mate, all I remember from hanging out with you is breakdancing at your house with Dags. And doing some weird film thing at some weird...
Mate, you were in a few of our film things.
Was I?
Yep. Oh, Meg, are we going to go through this now? You were in the Degs documentary. Degs was in the one where he gets killed. And
Black and white one?
Then we had another one when you were doing some basketball thing.
Oh my God. Bro, you have to find these and share it with the stream one day.
Oh my God, imagine that.
I'm
Anyway, all right.
Yes.
My
so-
hype train.
Yes.
Okay, so I am excited to finally play Death Stranding eventually.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
This is one that's been in development for a while, a couple of years, ever since that first trailer, and you're like, Kojima, let's see what you got away from, the overshadow of Konami now. So, yeah.
Yeah, Free Reign Kojima is going to be something to behold in the gaming world. I honestly think people will be finding secrets in Death Stranding in the next 10 years.
Yeah, it's going to be a wild ride. Like, if it doesn't turn out to be a great game, I think I'll still play through it just to see the story.
And just to feel how he says, like, now go outside of your house and look at the sun and turn around 3 times to get past this next level. Or, that random stuff that only...
Is it now overhyped? No, it could crash from the overhypeness as well, Rocker. That's a very fair point.
It could. But, I mean, there's always Need for Speed Heat right there.
Oh, yeah. Underground 2 vibes.
And Hot Pursuit vibes. So it's like the 2 coolest Need for Speed games. Hopefully. We'll see what happens. I just think, like, you and I were talking about it. It's going to be a really fun game to be able to play on the stream and just chat and race and, like, maybe just do up your car for 2 hours, and, like, add neons.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm excited.
Oh, yeah. All right. I think that brings us to the end of the episode now, Carl.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, that's the end of episode 71 right there. Yeah.
Well, I guess that's that. How long have we been? Does that?
And just over an hour.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah. Oh, what's through? For the first trailer to now, I went from, what the fuck is this game to, what the fuck is this game? I still don't know what I'm signing up for, but I'm there. Yep, I think there's been like 6 different trailers, maybe even more, and they leave you with more questions than answers, which is nice. Congrats on 71. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. All right, guys. I think we're going to wrap it up there, but thank you all in chat for joining us. Thank you all that are listening to this later for having listened to our podcast again. I think we're signing out here, sir.
Yes.
Cool.
Bam.
All right, guys. Thank you all so much, and this has been Game Train.